We have a very special Mindset Monday today. It has to do with setting goals and preparing for the new year. As you know, today is Monday, November 30th. We only have 31 days left out of this year. 2020 will be over soon, and it will be the beginning of another great year coming up. And this is the best time to start working on setting your goals and preparing for 2021. So, real estate agents without a specific or without specific goals don't have the planned out road to take to reach personal and business success. So the start of a new year is a great time to review and set your goals. Now, 2020 was completely different. I'm sure we all had goals for this year, and we have to pivot a lot of our vision for this year. So as we go ahead on today's training for Mindset Monday, I want you to think and see the big picture. And I'm gonna give you some tips so you can put into action. But the point is, make sure your written goals are specific and closely tied to the things that you need to or you're most passionate about accomplishing. I'll say that again. Make sure your written goals are specific and closely tied to the things in your life you're most passionate about accomplishing. Now, the big picture about the upcoming year, you should visit your goals quarterly to be able to tweak your goals and see where you stand with them. If you fall behind, you make sure your goals are realistic and still within reach. And before we go into the specifics about your real estate goals, I'm gonna give you today some tips that will help you to make great goals. Have you guys heard of, or are you probably seeing this, setting SMART goals? I don't know if you can see this. Setting SMART goals. Now, SMART, as you can see it, it's an abbreviation. It's different. It's um, made up of different words. For example, S stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time frame. Again, that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound or time frame. And we're gonna break it down now in a few. So starting with the S, which is specific. You want to make it clear and very, very specific. The goals you desire must be specific, not vague. Well thought out and well written goals are going to drive you harder to be able to meet them. So fuzzy goals are forgotten. And if you don't write them down, again, they're forgotten. This also means that writing down a detailed plan on how these can be achievable. And that takes us to making sure you have measurable goals, and they need to be measurable. If you have a goal of making a lot of money, for example, you need to lay this out in tangible dollar amounts. You cannot say, I want to make so much money. It sounds better when you say, I want to make $1 million. I want to make $100,000. I want to make, you got to put a number to that goal. If it's how many leads you want, shoot for a number. If it's whatever type of goal you're setting, there has to be measurable and there have to be a number. You need to know the specific time period you want to achieve it by. Now, that's how you set up the measurable goals. Right? The other, which is the A, stands for achievable. And make sure that they're balanced and factor in every part of your life. Each goal needs to factor in and even include your family life and all other facets. You should even include some time off and family goals in it as well, right? So you want to make sure you have achievable goals and be balanced between business and life and family time. Now you want your goals to be relevant. They have to challenge you and expand your current comfort zone. What will be the point of planning your year out if you just wanted your goals to continue with an exact same pace as it did this year, for example? So you gotta make sure that your goals for the following years are relevant. You should always be able to improve yourself as an agent, as a person. Set all your goals outside of your most successful numbers you even made. If you had a good year, if you took advantage of the opportunities this year offer every one of us, if you took advantage of that, make sure you for 2021 how you can surpass those numbers. And the last one will be time frame. The deadline or time frame is very big when you're setting goals. And this is the part of being measurable. But having an impossible timeline or pushing it back, only it would only hurt your chance to succeed with these goals. So you want to make sure you have a time frame. If usually we say time frames like that this year, so we start in January, ending in December. But the time frame could be, you can break it down in simple steps. You can go month to month. You can go quarterly. You can go every 6 months, and then you can check your goals again. But make sure your goals are achievable and you have a time frame to be able to get to those goals. So break it down by steps if you may. Now, setting goals for you guys as an agent to success, setting you up for success. What are some goals? And I'll give you some ideas on how to set this up. So my suggestion is to um, getting into more details about setting your goals. You can do something along the lines of gaining, let's say, at least 75 cold leads a month. That could be a goal. Or you can even be more specific, okay? As far as how you're gonna get these leads, for example. So contact 15 expired leads per month, like whatever it is, you want to make sure that you set numbers for that. Plan out each niche you want to get or you want to target is very important as well. So plan out which niche you want to attack the most and work towards it. Again, make sure you follow the SMART plan, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and within a time frame. This is another goal that is great to work towards, and that is when you contact at least 8 former clients every single month. Example, building a referral program for yourself. Now, we all, if you took advantage again of what this year had to offer as far as like working with buyers, if you took the opportunity to work with them or all the people that you contacted, this is a great way of going back to them and starting not January, but I will start from now, from December, and start talking to them and trying to reach out to them, reach out to former clients. Every single month, you should have a number of people that you want to reach out to, and those are people that you already work with, right? So past clients, former clients. Don't overthink and mess up. This won't like don't overthink a lot of the steps that you need to take. Instead, just expand on the type of things that you're used to doing and then add the necessary aspects that you need to expand on with. For example, let's say that you do reach out to this people. If you overthink or what you're gonna say or how you're gonna do it, or should I send an email, should I reach out to social media, just don't overthink it. The best way to do it nowadays is picking up the phone or sending a text message. Just reach out to 8 former clients, at least 8, 10. Again, you put the number. Another thing I would definitely recommend for part of your goal settings and is updating your email list, mailing list, and everything else. Having your email list updated and fully segmented is a crucial part of your lead and client communication. Now is the time to clean up any of this list so they're fully ready for your new campaigns. Now, so you know this now at the end, towards the end of the year, people tend to slow down a little bit, laid back. There's times off. A lot of banks won't be working towards the end of the years and stuff like that. So this is a great time to start working on updating your list. Another goal will be to work on your marketing goals and your marketing plans. You got to set your marketing budget and clean up your online presence. I've seen many agents that they still show up. They're with us, but they still show that they work with another company when I look up their Facebook or LinkedIn or anything like that. You got to make sure that your brand is still consistent in all platforms. Planning out, and let's talk a little bit about the spending. Planning out your spending patterns and total marketing budget will make sure you really utilize each dollar to the best of its ability. Having a monthly budget is a smart way to go, along with allocating what platforms they will be going to. Then do a check on all your social media profiles and make any cleanups and answer any peoples you have reached out to you. Even if you're fortunate enough to have built a real estate business strictly from past clients, which we all would love to have that, you will need to include some form of advertising in your marketing strategy to be able to grow further. You don't want to just work with just referrals or people that you want to expand outside of that as well if you can. So when you're planning out this, for example, and maybe Steve can go a little bit deeper, or maybe he has in some of his training, but you run at least 4 Facebook ads a month. Let's say, just throwing a number, for example, for $30 a piece. That could be a budget that you're setting up for yourself. The platform is usually going to depend on if you're advertising, listings, or prospecting, but you need to plan this out. Marketing, whatever type of marketing you want to use, you need to plan it out. If you want to do videos, you need to be able to plan out the videos. You need to be able to know what you're going to say, how you're going to say, how you're going to reach your audience, who your audience is. So again, this is a great time to work and set goals for your marketing plans. Advertising yourself and other platforms available to yourself is the best way to do it. So draw out a map of budgeting for each one of them. Now, my next point would be to invest and educate yourself and improve your real estate knowledge. Now, 2020, like I said at the beginning, has been a different year. So a lot of us needed to pivot the way we're doing business. We need to learn different methods, use different strategies, learn different strategies. But that all comes with knowledge. That comes with preparing yourself, educating yourself, investing in you. So my suggestion for the upcoming year will be to study up on the upcoming year. And this is where you really find out what new tools and technology to use. Finding out where the market may be heading and any local trends will really end up helping you. If you find out what works the best for agents and what tools they're using to be successful, teach yourself how to use them. Join the trainings that we have every single day. Join Steve's training on how to use some of this platform. This will work out as well for you. All right. Whatever trainings that you see that they're doing, either contract training, transaction training, even lease trainings, whatever it is, invest in yourself. Read a book, for example. Read a business related book that can expand your horizons in ways that are still relevant to your career. There's a book that I love and I definitely recommend. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Great business book. And this is just to name one of them, but business books and books about relations or customer relations will do more for you than any real estate book out there, since they will translate to other parts of your life as well. So you'll grow as a person, but you grow as a business person as well. A little bit more on attending trainings. I definitely suggest you should set goals on how many trainings you want to attend, what type of trainings you need for you to grow as a business person or in your personal life or in business. Learning more about your industry will help you become an expert in your field. And this is something that we've been talking about since the beginning of this pandemic. Learn to become an expert in your field. And that's something that keeps stressing about. It will naturally separate you from competing agents in your area or niche. Right? Learn about your industry. Become an expert in your industry. Other professionals may not be as knowledgeable or up to date about the latest industry trend, rules, and standards. So make sure you're up to date with all this information. It will just make you better. The other thing is, you guys heard of mastermind or mastermind groups? Well, these groups, first of all, mastermind, it will help you learn and work with other peers that can help you grow personally. But these groups can have a small focus like short sales or expires, or they can cover a giant topic such as how to improve your marketing and prospecting ways. Mastermind groups are a terrific way to learn new things as well as add some accountability into your continuing education. So I love masterminds. In fact, I currently started one at the Doral office. We're still in the works. We have one not too long ago. Once it's up and set completely, it's by invitation only, so I would definitely send some invites if you guys want to attend. But mastermind groups are awesome. My mastermind group is called Power Players Mastermind Group. So eventually I'll start inviting some of you guys to join us. Again, it's by invitation only, but this is something that you should all be part of, a mastermind group. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is to add new aspects to your business. What do I mean by that? Well, if you want to start building a pipeline by generating leads online, you got to do something or do some research and find a system that's right for your business needs. Now, there are automated ways that you can respond to any leads. But if you already have this, you got to check out new ways to use technology. You need to always be improving and expanding, like the internet does for itself. So again, work hard on building or adding value to your business, adding value to yourself, to your brand. Talking about lead generation online and stuff like that, we have a system. It's called Shine. And we would love for everybody to be on this platform because it's very powerful. Steve have trainings on this platform every week. By the way, Steve, do we have anything coming up this week for Shine?
We do on Thursday at 10:30. We have coming up there's a new module in Chime that I'm going to introduce about running Facebook ads directly from Chime. So we're going to talk about that on Thursday at 10:30.
Great. So you can start working on your goals of being part of this type of trainings. And I definitely recommend this tool, Chime. I mean, it would talking about differentiation, making you different, making you stand out, generating leads online, how to use it. So if you learn how to use this tool, you're already ahead of a lot of agents. The beginning of a new year is a time to ponder and plan for what lies ahead. So my suggestion is don't wait until the new year. Start now. Sit and plan out your year and stick to it. The most successful agents, they follow a strict daily schedule. Rather than dealing with everything when it comes at you, set your date up to deal with certain things and at certain times. Resolutions are a great idea, but are often not followed through. How many of you say, okay, January 1st, my resolution is I'm gonna hit the gym, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Those are resolutions, right? But you need to be specific. You need to make sure that it's something that you can follow through. Learning, for example, should be a process that never stops. And the internet, it makes resources so much more accessible than they used to be. So keep learning and adding things into your business plan each year and quarter. Again, plan out your year with enough time in advance. We only have 31 days left out of the year. This is the time to plan 2021 and look back to what happened in 2020. Right? Think back of what you did back in December of 2019, how you were planning your year, 2020 is going to be amazing. I saw countless posts on Facebook, Instagram, 2020, best year ever. 2020 was completely different. But what I'm trying to say is plan out 2021, plan out your year, your vision, your goals, but leave a little bit of room for the unknown because anything could happen. Right? We're not exempt for bad things happening. We're not exempt from a disease happening. We're not exempt from any of those things. So leave some room to what would happen. Now, why do I say this? Because I say this because we were so focused on 2021, 2020 being such a great year that when we got a curveball, we don't know what to do. We panic, we went into hiding, we stopped doing business, and that's not what we want to do. So leave some room for the unexpected, meaning leave some room to see, okay, what if I get this curveball at me? What if this happens? What if? So leave room for the what ifs. Because that what if is going to open your mind to the unknown and you're already expecting something to happen. And that's how you're going to respond to it. That's how you're going to see, okay, these are my goals. I received this curveball. Now I know what to do to go around it to continue my path, to continue working on my goal. And again, they have to be smart, measurable, achievable, relevant, and within a time frame. All right, guys, that's Mindset Monday for you. I hope you find it helpful. Again, I cannot stress it enough. Make sure you work on your goals now that we have plenty of time. Look back into what happened this year and make sure your goals are set and they're smart for 2021. All right, that's hashtag 2021 smart. All right, guys. So that's it, Steve. Again, so we have that training coming up. It's going to be on Tuesday or Thursday.
It's going to be on Thursday at 10:30.
Beautiful. All right.
And make sure to remind everyone to always go to www.brokernation.events to see the latest events that we have going on. We have a toy drive, for example, posted up there. If you have any gently used unwrapped toys that you want to donate, we're going to do a big event at Sunnyland Trailer Park a few days before Christmas. And the drop-off points are at the two offices, the Broker Nation Doral and the Broker Nation North Miami office. The details are on brokernation.events.
We have, Ray, can you hear me? We have an orientation on Wednesday at 10:30. So we're going to be sending out an email. A lot of you have been to the orientation. We suggest, as a refresher, you guys join the orientation as well. We do have a refresher on how to use back agent, dot loop, and stuff like that. So I encourage everyone that can to go, especially if you're new with a company. We're having the orientation on Wednesday at 10:30. Again, go to www.brokernation.event and register. You are going to get an email reminding you about the orientation, but it's going to be this Wednesday at 10:30. So I hope to see you guys there on Wednesday. All right, Steve, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Awesome. All right, guys. So have a great Monday. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Be safe, everybody. Bye, guys. Take care.